Okay? We in Numbers 15 and 38. It says, speak unto the children of Israel, who we are, the 12 tribes of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. It don't say generation. It say generations, like we in the generation now, right? He said we're supposed to put the fringe like this with a border of blue on top of it. Speaking to the children of Israel, Numbers 15:38. This is the law. And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. A whole thing of ribbon of blue don't cost them more than $250. Shoot, $250. It's like it, $2.50. $2.50. Right? And you can get fringes for at least about $2, $3, $4 a yard. You gotta sacrifice something else, something that you like to do. It's very important. Y'all can think it lightly, because a lot of y'all feel that you don't have to do it. I heard people say they don't have to do it. And we complain about the fact that they're not doing it. There's not something that they gotta follow in their own mind. But it says throughout your generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, right? That's why you see us with fringes and ribbon of blue on top of it. And it shall be unto you for a fringe. This the Most High saying this. So tell the Most High he don't know what he's talking about. And it shall be upon you for a fringe. This is Most High speaking to Moses, telling us as the children of Israel this law, that ye may look upon it, look upon these fringes, and remember all the commandments of the Most High. So are you keeping the commandments of the Most High? The moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. Are you trying to find a way not to keep the commandments of the Most High by saying it's not important? He said it's spiritual. He's saying that they look upon these fringes and remember all the commandments of the Most High and do them. You see? It's a spiritual thing. But if you're not spiritual in this aspect, but you're spiritual in other aspects, but this here, you're going to find a way to say you don't have to do it. Hey, look, I've taken my shirt and just cut it, made fringes, cut fringes, just put a ribbon of blue on it. It only cost me $2.50 for a whole roll of ribbon of blue. Just put it around there. It's a spiritual thing. You know? He said you're going to look on the fringe and remember the commandments of the Most High. You keeping the Sabbath right? You keeping the new moons, his holy days? Or you trying to find another way to get out of doing that, and almost like a Christian, Israelite to me. And it shall be upon you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, look upon these fringes, and remember all the commandments of the Most High, and do them. So you ain't got no fringes to look at, you ain't gonna keep the commandments of the Most High. And if you got the fringes on and you still being wicked, oh, you gonna get it too. Understand this. You say look upon the fringe, you got the fringe on, it's supposed to help you to be more spiritual with the Most High, doing what he say do, and you gonna be wrong still? Oh, you got something for you. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Most High and do them. Remember them, remember the commandments, remember the laws, and do them. That ye seek not after your own heart. That's your own mind. We ain't got to do it. We always been like that. We always can come up with a way to not do what he say do. And you got others that you might be talking to that believe the same way. I know what it's saying here. When I seen it, and I looked upon it, and I started looking at the vibration that I got from wearing fringes, that's why I got my fringes on. Think about it. And do them. Do the commandments of the Most High, and that you seek not after your own heart, your own mind, and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring. He call you a bunch of hoes. You a bunch of whores if you ain't doing what he say do. That ye may remember to do all my commandments and be holy unto the Most High. So are you holy unto the Most High if you ain't doing this? Nah. I am the Most High, your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your power. I am the Most High, your power. That's the Most High talking to you. Man, I heard it, man. I was like, yes, yes, sir. This is not a hard thing. I mean, depending on where you at. And don't let the Most High visit you, because look, when the MASHAYACH come back, and y'all sitting up here looking like the world, you got a three-piece suit on or whatever it is that you deal with. I'm talking about this is your attire where you think you looking sharp, and you ain't got to put on no fringes and this, that, and the third. And y'all better ask somebody, man. This is real, that's real, that's real could be. Right here. Zephaniah, the first chapter, the 8th verse. It says, now you done heard what he said. You know, and it don't matter, you know, long as it's, you know, you ain't got no pork skin on and all that. Put some fringes and a ribbon of blue on there. You got money to do everything else. Take some money to do that. You ain't got $2.50 to buy a whole roll of ribbon of blue. You ain't got the knowledge of understanding to cut you up. I mean, I don't know, people down there little thinkers, man. You could take a t-shirt and cut the ends of it all around and put a ribbon of blue on it, and you got your ribbon of blue on. Ribbon of blue and fringes on. And you got whatever you got on top. You still got your fringes and your ribbon of blue on. I mean, just what he said. And the MASHAYACH know. Zephaniah 1 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in the day of the Most High, the MASHAYACH sacrifice, that's when he coming to judge and make war, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all, listen at this closely, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. Strange apparel is, it's real. Angels go down there and get everybody that don't have no fringes on to call themselves Israelite. And you caught off like that. And I mean, they're already in the books, so they never went on. They didn't care nothing about that law. They didn't have to follow that law. You done said it. It's been recorded in the books. Most High, I ain't got to do what you say there. He said, look, it shall come to pass in the day of the Most High's sacrifice, in the day of the MASHAYACH sacrifice, that I will punish. That don't sound like no love to me. Punishment is the wrath of the Most High, the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. Strange apparel. I hope it's not you. I pray that we as Israelites will understand that you can't pick and choose what law you're going to follow and what law you ain't, and make up an excuse for yourself. When I just told you, you could take one of your t-shirts and make your fringes on the end of it, cut it up, this far apart, whatever, make your fringes, however part you want to cut it, and put a ribbon of blue around it, and you got some fringes with a ribbon of blue that you have on. All I can tell you is this, and it shall come to pass, it's a future prophecy. In the day of the Most High MASHAYACH sacrifice, keep that in mind, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. Okay? I looked up Edom, it says, because Edom gonna be ruling the last ruler of this world. 2 Ezra 6 and 9 says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? So when I looked up Edom in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scripture as a scene of great future judgment. See Isaiah 34, 5, and 6. And remember it said he got a great sacrifice. So this is what it says. This is what they give the scriptures in Isaiah 34, 5, and 6. Look what it says. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. You look at the word Idumea in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It says Edom, Rome. We know the Romans are the so-called Italian Caucasian, but they're still representing, their race. It says, because they're going to be ruling the end of the world. When we said, got a sacrifice coming down with princes and the king's children. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. That's Edom, Rome. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. Remember the Most High said, he made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. This is what it says. The sword of the Most High, YAHAWASHI, is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. Sound like a sacrifice to me. For the Most High has a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. That's what the Edomites. So, that's why I say, okay, they said, well, like I said, we nothing but commerce. Whatever comes out, here we are, we got it. Jordans, oh, we got the latest Jordans. You got the latest gear, whatever comes out here, we gotta be fancy and spending money. We got $1 trillion that we make a year and got nothing to show for it. Why? Because we flamboyant. We gotta look a certain way. Look a certain way as an Israelite. Put your fringes and your ribbon of blue on. If not, then hey, make it mean something different. But he told you, the only way I can tell you, the only thing I know is you following the way of the world. It tells you in Isaiah 13 and 14, it said, and it shall be as a chased roe, chased deer, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. Ain't nobody want to be bothered with. And this judgment that we talking about, we done heard a little bit of it today. Ain't nobody want to be bothered with them this day. They shall every man turn to his own people. See that? Everybody turn to his own people. And flee everyone into his own land. What land we gonna flee into? Judah? We ain't got no land to flee to. They gonna flee into their own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Gonna be killed. And everyone that is joined into them, you want to join into them, you want to be dressed like them, you want to, the latest thing that come out, you want to join into them, you don't have your fringes and ribbon of blue up. Everyone that's joined to them shall fall by the sword. See? When we said the king's children are going to die, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Man. These are the things that, are not really talked about because they look at this world going to last forever. Or it can't happen in our time. Everybody felt that way. Or everybody felt it's going to happen during the time that, they're living. Look, understand this, people. Isaiah 13 and 9, verse 6 first. It says, howl ye, for the day of the Most High is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Meaning their mind's going to be melted. And they shall be afraid. They're going to be afraid. They don't want to fear the Most High now. But when this goes down, Oh, they're gonna be afraid then. They're gonna be afraid. Gonna be like, oh, gonna cry out to him then. It's gonna be too late. That's why this is all warning for you to get yourself together. The great awakening, but it's a great call for you to get yourself together. You hear what it said? Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. You name a prophet, I don't care who you name, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. And they shall be afraid. See, everybody gonna be afraid then. Why you gotta wait till this happen to be afraid? Fear the Most High. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. Hear that? Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. Gonna be in pain like a woman having a baby. Them contractions far apart. Told you this already once. Telling you again. Another prophet telling you the same thing. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Most High cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Why, look. Go to Amos 5 and 18. Hold that. A lot of y'all talking about y'all can't wait till the Most High comes back. And y'all really think in your mind, man, that you're going to be all right. And I never think that. I ain't thinking that. Woe! It say, woe, that means destruction unto you that desire the day of the Most High. Woe! Destruction unto you that desire the day of MASHAYACH. He coming to judge and make war. To what end is it for you? The day of the Most High is darkness and not light. A lot of y'all don't like darkness. Everything comes from darkness. Before there was light, there was darkness. The Most High dwell in darkness. The day of the Most High is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. You got away from the lion and a bear met you. Got away from the bear, went into the house, leaned your hand on the wall and a serpent bit you. Shall not the day of the Most High be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? You better hear what it's saying. Going back to Isaiah 13, verse 10, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Most High cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. See, I don't like to hear this, but this is a word. This prophecy. That's why it's enough, hopefully, to fear the Most High to make you change and realize that we got to get it together, man. Cruel. The day of the Most High is cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Now, all you that think that you holier than thou, and all you say, we ain't under the law, we in the mercy and grace, we Gentiles, we grafted in. Moses said, Amos 9, and you an Israelite. And you won't refuse to be an Israelite, you say you're still a Gentile? Amos 9 and 10. Most I know who you are. MASHAYACH definitely know, because he going to know from the Most High. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. You know that? All the sinners of my people, all those that break the Most High's law, all you that say we ain't under the law. So if you say we ain't under the law, you ain't following the law. You leaders definitely cause the people to err. All the sinners of my people all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. You see? You're going to die, most I say. Better hear what he's saying. Isaiah 13 and 9. Behold, the day of the Most High cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Look, Y'all better hear what he's saying, man. Second Ezra 9:22. He said, let the multitude, this is a multitude of people, perish then, which was born in vain. So some people just born in vain for that number. He said the multitude of people that's born in vain to let my grape be kept. And my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. You see? Or he said, verse 31, he said, for all you that don't believe that we under the law, for behold, I sow my law. That's the Most High's law. You saying I ain't got to deal with the Most High and what he done. You said all this work is in vain. Behold, I will sow my law. That's the Most High's law in you. And it shall bring fruit in you, and ye shall be honored in it forever. Come on now. He said we're going to be honored in the law forever. So who stopped the forever in the Most High sowing his law in us? If thou can say. But our fathers, this our forefathers, which received the law, kept it not, and observed not thy ordinances. And though the fruit of thy law did not perish, okay, y'all saying we're not in the law. He said the fruit of thy law should not perish. No different than when he said, I'm going to sow my law in you, and it's going to be in us, and it's going to be honored in it forever. Forever. He just said, and though the fruit of thy law, in verse 32, did not perish, neither could it. So y'all talking about we not under the law? You lying. You a bunch of liars. You hear what it said? And though the fruit of thy law, that's the Most High's law. Thy is the Most High law. He said in verse 31, for behold, I sow my law. That he wrote with his finger, the work of the Most High. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws that we can follow right now. But our fathers, which received the law, kept it not, and observed not thy ordinances. And though the fruit of thy law, that's your law, Most High, did not perish. Remember he said, we're gonna be honored in it forever, and forever is still today. Neither could it, for it was thine. Hear that? For it was the Most High. So you really talking against the Most High when you say that. Hear what it said? The fruit of thy law did not perish, neither could it, for it was thine. It was the Most High. You hear what he said in verse 31 in 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter. For behold, I sow my law. That's the Most High's law. That you're giving him the middle finger saying we ain't got to follow what you say do. His rules and regulations. Don't you realize this? Man, I can't put it no simpler to you. Since you want to act like you simple and telling people that lie. Yet they that received it perished. Hear that? They that received it perished. We as Israelites perished because he only gave his laws to us. Psalms 147, 19 to 20 proves that. Because they kept not the thing that was sown in them. You hear that? They perished because they didn't keep the laws of the Most High. Look at verse 36. No, 36. I like it. For we that have received the law perish by sin. For we that have received the law perish by sin. So if he say do this and you don't do it, you're a sinner. For we that have received the law perish by sin. And our heart, which is our mind, also which received it. See? Notwithstanding, the law perishes not. We not under the law. The law perishes not, but remaineth in his force. Y'all better hear what he's saying. I don't know. I don't know. I love my people. Therefore, I want you to know the right things, because it's not enough of what it is that, and I'm talking to those that's in these different religions, because we that are the Israelites, we've been, you know, pretty much looking at this Bible and studying and seeing what it is the Most High has brought His Spirit to bring to our families of the Israelites in these last days. 2 Ezra 8:3. There'll be many created. He just said, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, right? He said, there'll be many created, but few shall be saved. Few gonna be saved. Look. Look at Israel. Look at 2 Ezra's 7th chapter and verse 59. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people, which while he lived. Moses said this, saying, choose thee life, choose thee life. Remember when we went over this in this lesson, hard-headed Israelites in the wilderness, coming out of captivity of the Egyptians, seeing all the plagues Most High put upon the Egyptians, still murmuring and complaining. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life, that thou mayest live. Do the Most High's commandments, that you can live. Nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him. No, nor me, Ezra is saying, which have spoken unto them, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation, that keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, doing what he say do. I answered then and said, I know, Most High, that the Most High, no, he's talking to Uriel. I answered then and said, I know, Archangel Uriel, that the Most High is called merciful, in that he have mercy upon them which are not yet come into the world. Ain't that something? It's us. They have mercy unto them that are not yet come into the world. Because we're going to need mercy on a high level. Meaning not getting something you do deserve. Listen, upon those also that turn to his law. Since y'all say we're not under the law, this ain't talking about you. Listen. And upon those also that turn to his law, and that he is patient and long suffereth those that have sinned as his creatures. You see, giving us opportunity to get it together. Well, going back to Lamentations 4:22. Lamentations 4:22. Lamentation is crying out. Jeremiah is a crying prophet. That's the only time the Most High had pity on us. Can't do it if you're prideful. Lamentations 4:22 said, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Who is Zion? Oh, daughter of Zion. How you prove who Zion is, class? Help me out. How you prove who Zion is? Come on. How you prove who Zion is? In the scriptures. Say unto Zion, thou art my people. Anybody? Zion are the 12 tribes of Israel. Put your thinking caps on. Help me, help me. Say unto Zion, thou art my people. Anyone? Let me find this that y'all messing around. Okay, I don't see nobody answering. Isaiah 51 and 16. Isaiah 51 and 16. Write it down. Just prove who Zion is. Isaiah 51 and 16. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. See? Say unto Zion, thou art my people. There it is. So, I love it. So now that we know that when it says Zion, it's talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, Lamentations 4:22 again. The punishment, which is the judgment for breaking the Most High's laws of thine iniquity, of our wickedness, our sins, is accomplished. O daughter of Zion, O daughter of the 12 tribes of Israel. We just defined Zion, my people, the Most High's people, who we are. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. What are you going to do? Meaning, Deuteronomy 28:68, when it says, and the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt, which means captivity, slavery, and bondage, again, another time, with ships. By the way where I was speaking to thee, thou shalt see it no more again. We ain't seen our homeland of Israel as a nation again. And there, when we go on these ships in captivity, slavery, and bondage, thou shalt be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, slave men, and bondwomen, slave women, and no man shall buy you. Nobody's going to redeem us, like we read in Deuteronomy 28:29. No man shall save thee. So it says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, right? He will no more carry thee away into captivity. That's why he said, that's why I say you name many prophets. They pretty much covering the same thing, man. Isaiah the 40th chapter, verse 1 and 2. Say, comfort ye. This is comforting. Comfort ye, my people. We know Most High people are the 12 tribes of Israel. Said your power. Yours a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. The Most High power of who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Say, comfort ye, my people, said the Most High, your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, to the Israelites. That's where we come from, Jerusalem, in Israel. And cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished. What is he talking about there? Your warfare is accomplished. That her iniquity is pardoned. For she hath received of the Most High's hand double for all her sins. You see? We receive double for all our sins. You see? That's what I say. Her warfare is accomplished. That's why some of you still caught up in this world. Heavily. Or some of you done left the truth and went back into the world. And we covered that. James 4:4. You're adulterers and adulteresses. Some of you just living a life of fantasy, man. It ain't real. You're adulterers and adulteresses. Jumping, y'all a bunch of whoremongers jumping from this bed to that bed to this bed to that bed. You married and you cheating on your people. It ain't no commitment. You ain't married to no one. You just laying around, adulteresses, and also you dealing with idolatry because you ain't keeping the Most High's commandments. When you ain't keeping the Most High's commandments, you dealing with idolatry. And it starts with your own mind, what you think is right. And you can't prove it by the law of the Most High or in this Bible. You adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the Most High, the friendship of the world, is enmity with the Most High? Hear that? Let me read it again. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? That means you at war with the Most High. That's why he said, hey, all you that you bringing us out of the world, separating us from the world. You still in the world, you still dealing with somebody of the world, you dealing with all these things of the world, you at war with the Most High. That's why he said, your warfare is accomplished. Since you've been at war with the Most High, the only way you can't be at war with the Most High, enmity with the Most High. You're a friendship of the world. You're a friend of the world, and you at war with the Most High. And he's talking about comfort you. No, he ain't talking about comfort you. He said all the sinners of my people are going to die, right? By the sword. Don't forget that, Amos 9-10. So he said, you adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? That's why I say your warfare is over. You at war with the Most High. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. What world he's in? Speaking these words. What world is James in? He's in the Roman world. He's in Idumea. He's dealing with the Edomite world and wicked Israelites. But he's talking to Israel. James 1:1. James, a servant of the Most High, the master of MASHAYACH. 2 is addressed to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting, my brethren. See? Count it all joy when ye fall into diverse different types of temptations. When you come to serve the Most High, you got to prepare yourself for the devil, which is the tempter, which is going to bring all these temptations on you and certain things that you got to deal with to clean yourself up. But once you deal with the laws of the Most High, you know that we under the law, then you ain't going to have to deal with him. You're going to understand. That's why it said, going back to Isaiah 40:1, comfort ye, my people, said the Most High, your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, to the Israelites, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished. Your enmity against the Most High, your warfare against the Most High is accomplished. If you come back to his law, statutes, commandments, learn them, live them, and apply them in your life. That her iniquity is parted. This is beautiful. For she have received of the Most High's hand double for all her sins. So we receive double. That's why when you look at what the Most High said, back to Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, O 12 tribes of Israel. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. We ain't going to captivity no more. They can say whatever they want to say, going back to the old days you want to. Most High said, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. What he say he gonna do? He will visit thine iniquity. He gonna visit thine wickedness, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, your sins. That's why I say we receive double. Go to Revelations 18. And let's look at verse let me find it. Oh yeah, we can look at let's start at verse 4. This is for us Israelites. He said, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. See, come out of the world, set yourself apart. Remember, all those joiners to them gonna fall by the sword. It say, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. All the sinners of my people gonna die by the sword too. that ye be not partakers of her sins. See? Remember, he said going to visit the sins of Esau, the Edomites, who are going to be ruling the last days of this world. But he's telling us that we don't follow and be a partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. You see, this place gonna be plagues, man. We just read about this in this. It's all in this lesson through the Spirit of the Most High. Go back and listen. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Remembered everything. That's why I say he gonna remember and visit their sins, right? So the Most High is saying here, for her sins have reached unto heaven, where the Most High dwell, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. You see? Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Then we receive double as the Israelites? No, they're going to receive double. Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. But strong is the Most High power who judges her. See? So, this is very clear. Why I say Amos 9 and 8. Amos 9 and 8. Like I say, you name any prophet, they all got something to say. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High, which are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Beholding all the ways of men and even the secret parts. Behold, the eyes of the Most High power are upon the sinful kingdom. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Most High. Right? For lo, I will command. He said, he ain't going to destroy utterly all of the house of Jacob, all of the family of the Israelites, said the Most High. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. He scatters among all nations. Because we ain't follow his laws, statutes, commandments. Like as corn is sifted in the sea, in a stream, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. That's the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. When you look at 1/3 that's going to be redeemed from this wicked earth. In Zechariah 13 and 8, it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Most High, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein. So you got 3/3 that make a 1. That make 1. Now you have, it's telling you 2/3 going to be cut off and die, and 1/3 going to be redeemed. That's what you hear us all the time say, the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, who we trying to gather. 2/3, he says, going to be cut off and die. That's why it says the least shall not fall upon the earth. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire